weight. There's a certain kind of sadness that doesn't hurt anymore. It just sits beside you. It doesn't ask you to fix it. It doesn't need you to explain. It just exists, quietly. Tonight, we're not going to fight it. We're not going to force ourselves to be happy. We're going to sit inside the quiet space of melancholy, because sometimes sadness feels like home. You don't need to push it away. You just need to notice it. The soft ache behind the ribs, the tiredness that isn't quite pain, but feels like a long exhale after pretending for too long. The psychology of safe sadness. When we feel sad, our bodies slow down, our heart beats softer, our breathing deepens. It's not weakness, it's protection. In psychology, we call this the withdrawal response. It's the body's quiet way of saying, "You've done enough. Let's rest." It turns down the noise. It lowers the volume on the world. And in that stillness, we finally hear the truth underneath all the pretending. Sadness makes us honest. It takes away the performance, the constant smiling, the constant strength. And for a moment, we can stop being the version of ourselves that everyone expects. That's why melancholy can feel safe, because it's one of the few emotions that asks for nothing from you. The nostalgia of melancholy. Have you ever noticed how certain memories make you ache, but in a beautiful way? That's nostalgia, a blend of sadness and warmth. Neuroscientists found that when we feel nostalgic, our brains release dopamine and oxytocin, the same chemicals linked to love and comfort. That's why melancholy doesn't always feel like suffering. It's the mind's way of remembering safety. Even inside sorrow, we long for what once felt safe, and in longing, we touch love again. Emotional honesty and rest. Sadness doesn't hide. It doesn't wear a mask. It simply says, "I'm tired." And there's something healing about that truth. When we let ourselves feel sadness, we give our nervous system permission to reset. We stop forcing ourselves to be fine. In those moments of surrender, the body finds peace again. You don't need to fix your sadness. You don't need to analyze it. Just sit with it, like sitting beside a quiet river at dusk, watching the ripples move without trying to change them. Why sadness feels safe? For many of us, happiness feels uncertain. It's bright, but fragile. It rises quickly and disappears even faster. Sadness, though, is steady, predictable, familiar. We know how to carry it. We know its shape, its rhythm. That's why it can feel safer than joy. Because sadness doesn't surprise us. It doesn't demand our energy. It gives us permission to rest. When you've lived through enough storms, you start to find comfort in cloudy skies. You stop asking for sunshine. You just appreciate the calm before the next wave. The beauty hidden in sadness. Every piece of art that ever moved you carried a hint of sadness. The soft shadows in a painting, the minor notes in a song, the trembling line in a poem. Sadness and beauty are two sides of the same breath, because only after losing light do we truly understand what warmth means. The beauty of melancholy is that it slows the world down. It makes every small thing sacred again. A whisper, a heartbeat, a single tear. It reminds us that being human is not about being happy all the time. It's about feeling deeply, even when it hurts. And in that depth, we find meaning, not in perfection, but in tenderness. Every shadow exists because somewhere there is light. Melancholy only has meaning because joy exists too. They are not opposites, they are partners. Each gives the other shape. You feel sadness deeply because you've known what it means to love. You crave peace because you've seen chaos. You long for light because you remember the dark. If you are a student, a teacher, or someone who thinks they are a nobody, save this video and listen to it whenever you feel left out, sad, or now we could say, melancholic. I made this video just for you, and you only.